Check. Right, we're one to nothing. Okay, we had a quick turnaround time. Getting from the previous game, which the Lightning lost 9-7 to the Oregon Panthers. Everyone had to run over here to field number 1 across the complex, where Brookfield was waiting for the Lightning. There's a shot attempt, goes wide. So just to catch you up, we're a couple minutes into this game, and Lightning in the white jerseys are up early in this one, 1-0, off a Grayson VM goal. And now the Lightning works again. There's another goal by VM. So a quick 2-0 start for the Lightning as we get this game underway. Appreciate everyone's patience today. All right. All right, we're getting settled here now. So after a quick 2-0 start by the Lightning, that ball is loose. There's a push in the back on Jungman. And yep, they're going to call that. So that will turn the ball over to the Lightning. Jungman going after it. Ball was loose. He got a firm push in the back, so referees are going to award that to the Lightning. Here comes Hendrickson. He draws 2. And now Brookfield. Ooh, he stumbles, but also drew some contact. Might get called for a trip there or something. In any case, we're going to have a stoppage as they assess a penalty on the Lightning. So in the blues, they're starting action, and the referee is still calling the penalty here. So Brookfield really anxious to get this power play started, but we got the referee's got to make sure he's got the call to the scorer's table here before they can restart play. So we do have 3 referees out on the field today, but that didn't stop Brookfield. So Lightning will sit. That's WIAA, number 13. Jacob WIAA from West Salem. He'll take a penalty. And Lightning will be down a player to the Brookfield Bobcats. Brookfield wearing their sharp-looking blue unis. This is number 3. That's Elfirth. There's a shot, goes wide. Chased after by Hunt, but number 31, Mueller got there first for Brookfield. Lightning getting some late substitutions on. Surprised they're allowing them to have this much time to get things settled. Oh, okay. They've got a penalty called. I missed that. Luke. Okay, so Luke Adams got called for a penalty. That was the delay. Sorry, didn't realize that. So Mueller. There's a shot. That one's saved by Hunt. Nice play by Hunt to get his cross down and deflect that one out of bounds. And is also awarded closest to it as it went out. So nice play there by Hunt. And now he'll shoot it forward, trying to kill some penalty time. But Brookfield getting it right back. And here they come. Lightning trying to get organized. Lightning just came off of a long game against Oregon that they lost 9-7. And here's a shot attempt. Normally, these teams have about 15 minutes in between, from one game to the next to kind of recuperate, but not the case as that Oregon game went long. And basically, Lightning had enough time to walk over here and get some water, and that's about it. There's a shot attempt saved by Hunt. Nice play by Brant Hunt in goal. Number 20, the senior from Onalaska Luther. And here comes WIAA. WIAA will get a touch. Dumps it down over to McCain. And now Lightning will pull it up top. This is Seehafer. You want to jump in with anything? Feel free. Hendrickson works around some traffic. Gets it up to VM. VM circling up top. Tries the top shelf. Not there. In goal for Brookfield's number 21, Carlson. Carlson, the WIAA, number 13. Circles around one, gets past another. Tries to switch hands and get that shot off. But just couldn't quite get the stick settled in his hand as I see he switched his hand position and not able to get a clean shot off. But a nice move to get in position there. This is McCain. McCain's pass goes high to Hendrickson. VM giving chase over there. McCain rakes it out of there nicely. Gets it back. Nice play by Sean McCain. And not sure what we got called there. Maybe McCain might have stepped out of bounds, actually. We are playing the red lines on this field. So Hendrickson will start the action. He tries a quick pass fake there. He faked me out. Gets it to WIAA. WIAA in the near part of your screen. Now he's getting pushed back out. Brookfield really pushing, bringing their defense out, and it worked that time as the pass goes off of McCain's knee and out of bounds. Brookfield dumps it to their goalie, Carlson. He gets it up to Mickelson. Oh, I'm sorry, this is a... I'm going off of the Oregon roster here. I'm going to switch things up. I'll get you Brookfield's in a second. In any case, chance by Brookfield. Dangerous play there, but Hunt was smothered that chance. Nice play by Brant Hunt. This is Robbie Seehafer. Gets it down to McCain. McCain, shot and goal. Nice action to get the transition score there by the Lightning. Started with the big play by Hunt down in the crease. He got it out. And the Lightning work it up the field, finally finished off by McCain. Here's the face-off. Adams in the middle of the circle. He wins it. Number 10 for the Lightning, Zach Adams. Adams takes a big hit, and he's going to draw a penalty for that. We'll see what they call here. Big contact there. Brookfield has struggled this year. They're 0-6 on the year. They play up in the the conference that kind of up in the Green Bay area, or actually kind of more in the Milwaukee area. So Brookfield looking to try to get their first win of the year. Lightning, with their loss to Oregon earlier today, are sitting at, we're going to have a stoppage of play as that ball did go in the net, but I'm not sure what that call was.
I think he called warning.
So anyway, ball gets turned over to Brookfield. Lightning up 3-0 in this first quarter. You know, Lightning would love nothing more than to get a comfortable lead here. And here's a shot attempt and a score by Brookfield. Nice play by number 3 to work around his defenders. Kind of came all the way from this near alley, worked around up top until he could get a clear shot, and he puts it home.
The penalty had just been released, so I don't think they got a shorthanded goal credited there.
Who I didn't see who was that? Was that number 2 or number 3 that scored that? I'm not sure who that was. In any case, nice shot by Brookfield. Here's a scoop by Brookfield's number 23. That's Doring. Doring loses the ball. Adams right there, but can't get it. Brookfield now, he'll throw it away, and it will be Lightning ball. And we're going to have a timeout called. So Brookfield, I believe this is Brookfield's first game of the day. Generally in this, we're in Wisconsin Dells at the Badger Invite, which is really a kind of a premier event, in my opinion, of the year. A lot of teams come into town. Each team gets 2 games against competition from all over the state. And normally they'll have a team will play a game, and then they'll get a game slot off, and then they'll play another game. I think today, because of some proms that are happening by some of the high schools that are represented by the Lightning squad, I know Mr. Ambrose, the AD at Central, requested for these games to all be early. If the Badger Invite could accommodate them, and they did. So Lightning will play back-to-back games early in the day here, so that some of these students can get back for prom. So that's why we have such a quick turnaround time from that Oregon game to this Brookfield game. Normally they'd have a game break in between, but Brookfield coached by Malachi Moon and Jim Liakopis. And in goal for the Brookfield Bobcats is number 21. That's Caden Koo. But we'll start action here. Brant Hunt starts the ball. He gets it over to Jared Ellis, the far side. Ellis will work it up. Ellis can bring it across if he wants, as Robbie Seehafer stays back. Ellis dumps it to McCain. McCain looking. Nobody coming at him. He gets it to Hendrickson. Hendrickson with a shot attempt. That was wide. Nice idea. McCain brought it around to the weak side. Defense was trailing a little bit. Hendrickson had a shot opportunity there. Nice catch by VM. VM gets around one. He's going to try another shot. Now it's deflect, taken, saved by the goalie. Now VM's in the crease. We're going to have a stoppage of play as VM lost his helmet. I didn't see a flag go down, but they looks like the referee might be saying maybe VM's got to come off to get his helmet properly affixed or something, possibly. I don't believe it's it's certainly not a penalty called on anybody. VM got called for in the crease, so it will be Brookfield's ball. And that ball is going to errant pass there by Brookfield. We'll turn it over to CJK and the Lightning. K starts things up. A little bit of a lineup change we talked about in the first game a little bit. We're seeing K play a lot more midfield. We've seen Hendrickson play more midfield than they normally would. Here comes McCain. Gets around one, looking to feed K up top. K's wide, shots goes wide. And Brookfield will take over. They get it to their goalie. Canoe, I think is maybe how you pronounce it. There's a push in the back by Luke Adams, not called. Now maybe it is called. Now it's Brookfield's ball. This is number 2. There's a shot attempt. That one's kind of bounces funny in front of Hunt. I think Hunt got a cross on that one. Kind of short hopped his stick. What'd you see there, Brad?
Yeah, I seen it hit some part of his stick.
I got Brad Hunt up here helping me out, keeping the score, and the clock is up to date. And then Ben Jarman helping here work the camera. So we got the dream team up here helping me today. Ball is loose. A lot of people digging for it. Horman kicks it to Ellis. Ellis will dump it in the crease. And we've got a timeout called by the Lightning bench. Things are a little messy there. When it's messy in front of the crease, that's never a good thing. So Lightning want to try to get things organized and make sure Brookfield doesn't get an easy one.
Chris, do you want to give a shout out to our sponsors?
Absolutely. Yeah, all of these businesses you see on the screen do a lot to support not only this team, but the Lightning team at all age levels. So please take a close look at these businesses as they've kind of gone above and beyond and have really done a great job of supporting us, supporting the Lightning Club, making sure that we make the game of lacrosse available to the people of the Cooley region, the kids of the Cooley region that want to learn and play this great sport. Also want to give a special shout out, not shown on this sponsor screen. I want to give a shout out to Susan and Charles Seehafer for their generous donation as well. Also, thank you both for your contributions. Goes a long ways to make sure that this team and this sport stays viable in our area. So as we come out of timeout, Lightning are up 3-1. Lightning will have the ball. It was in the cross of Hunt when that timeout was called. So Hunt will exit his crease, flips it up to Harmon. Harmon gets it back to K. K, good eyesight there by K to find the open Robbie Seehafer. Lightning moving around. VM fakes a shot. Oh, tries in there. Kind of a trailing stick check there. The ball is loose. And we're going to get maybe an in and out call. Boy, I never thought that Canoe had the ball, it had possession, but they're going to call it in and out. Maybe it was one of the defenders in front of them that actually had possession and stepped it back in the crease. That seems maybe more likely. Ball's up top. There's a cutter. Hendrickson cutting. Couldn't connect with VM. Ball rolls out of bounds. They're going to call that. It's properly called a pass. So when that pass rolls out of bounds, it's going to go to Brookfield. If that were deemed a shot, which it wasn't, but if that were deemed a shot, then it'd be whoever's closest to it. Here comes 3. This is kick. I'm sorry, Click, number 3. I think Click had the earlier goal for the Bobcats. JT Horman bringing pressure out on Click. Click dumps it off, tries to dump it off. Now the ball's loose, but picked up by number 2. Luke Adams had it for a moment before it got knocked out of his cross. And now Hackbarth, scooped up by Hunt. He just shovels it forward, get it out of harm's way. And there's a fortuitous bounce to VM. VM with a 3-on-1, gets it to McCain. McCain shot and goal. McCain with a bouncer. Gets it past Canoe for the Lightning's 4th goal. Just a fortuitous bounce there at midfield. That ball spun right up to VM, who then had a 3-on-2 opportunity, and McCain puts it away for the Lightning. Face off. This is Kaylee. I'm sorry, I think it's Keely. Facing off for the Lightning, number 26. Lightning get called for a push, so Brookfield will take over. Jarman defending against number 10. Jarman passes him off to the X position. Hackbarth defending number 11. That's Fehrenbacher. Now gets it to Click up top. Click working on Lee. Gets around Lee. Here comes Hendrickson. Gets around Hendrickson. There's a shot's deflected by Hendrickson from behind. Ball sails harmlessly out of bounds. Good play by Hendrickson. Hendrickson got beaten initially, but he didn't give up on the play. He was able to get that stick check from behind. And Bobcats are going to get called for the interference or the ward call or whatever they. Yeah, it might be an illegal pick call. Yeah. We'll have to dig out the rule book out of the box here at next break. See what that one is. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. So after quarter 1, Lightning up 4-1 over the Brookfield Bobcats. We'll take a short break and consult the rule book while we flash the sponsors up to you. All right, so we're back here in Wisconsin Dells for the start of the second quarter. Lacrosse Lightning in the white and Brookfield Bobcats in their blue. We did literally consult the rule book during that break just to get some clarification on, we've seen it called a couple times where the referee kind of has one hand up in the air and then the other hand has his fist on near his elbow. That's an illegal offensive screen. So you can get called for that if the player's moving while he sets the screen, if he leans into the player as the player's passing him. In any case, it's similar to in basketball where you can't set like a moving screen. Lacrosse has the same thing. So quick face-off win by Zach Adams. Shot attempt goes out of bounds. And now Brookfield is trying to clear the ball. Lightning putting their ride on, and it's successful. Seehafer gets the loose ball and takes it down in the X position. Charlie Seehafer working from the X. Gets it up top to McCain. McCain will rip a shot. That one's wide. Good defense down there by Lyakopoulos. That's a mouthful. Number 2 for Brookfield. He's been all over the place to start this game, Lyakopoulos. So good defense there on that last exchange by him. Lightning try to run their little kind of misdirection play that we saw them run last couple weekends ago. This time Brookfield's not fooled with it. Lightning try to run 2 players kind of crisscrossing the X, and they nice play by Ellis to affect that shot. Ooh, nice move there by, big save by Hunt. The Brookfield got past the initial defender and had a one-on-one with Brant Hunt, and he stonewalled them. Here comes Ellis. Penalty down on Brookfield. Ellis thought about winding up. Gets it over to Hendrickson. Hendrickson's shot is blocked. And now we're going to have the stoppage of play to enforce the penalty. We're going to have a slash call
Number 3
against Brookfield. So Brookfield's number 3, that's Click, Aiden Click, the senior from Brookfield. He'll take a knee for the slash, and Lightning will have an advantage for the next minute. McCain trying to wrap it around, gets it to VM. VM now draws 2, gets it back to McCain. Lightning, big shot blocked there by number 24. Nice play by him. That's Gamrat. Gamrat hounding VM. VM finally gets rid of it to Seehafer. Down to McCain. McCain with a shot and goal. Great vision there by Charlie Seehafer up top to get it to McCain, who is sitting right on the left-hand side of the crease.
It really helped that Veem was being double-teamed. Opened up more shooting lanes, pulled everybody away from the net.
Absolutely, yeah, good ball movement there. You know when you're covered by 2, there's probably somebody else is uncovered.
Especially when they're down by 1.
It's kind of how it's kind of how math works sometimes. So that's good of Lightning to take advantage of that one. So Lightning do take, like Brad said, Lightning do take advantage of their player up. Their player up advantage to get another one on the board. And now the face-off. This is Adams in the center going against number 26. That's Urbanic. And Urbanic is called for a procedure. Flinched early or... Seehafer thought about it. VM thought about it. But good closeout by Brookfield. Number 9 is going to get called. That's Thomas. He's going to get called for a penalty once this play is over. Ball is still in possession of Lightning, though, so referees, they allow the play to the possession to finish until they assess this penalty. Brookfield, there's CJK with a shot. That's off the chest plate of the goalie, Canoe. There's another shot by WIAA, and that won't go. But we're going to get the slash call, the slash call on number 9. That's Nolan Thomas, senior defensive man for the Bobcat. I can hear my Uncle Joe down there. I want to say hi to him. This is Seehafer up top. Again, Lightning with a player advantage. Trying to find somebody free. They try VM on a cut. He can't get it. Ball's still loose. Hendrickson is in there, and McCain comes away with it. Nice catch by Charlie Seehafer. Gets it over to VM. VM will try a lefty shot that goes wide. Nice save. Canoe caught it cleanly in his cross, and he'll get it out to his teammate. And that's number 2 for Brookfield. He's dangerously close to going out of bounds. Oh, we've got a little too much contact here, though. Ellis looked like he had done his job and made the Brookfield player step on the red line, but then there's a bit of a follow through there that I think he's going to get called for. Actually, it looks like maybe we'll see. Ellis is not coming off the field. I saw WIAA run off the field, so maybe they're going to call this on WIAA coming over late. That was Liakopoulos on the near side for Brookfield. Lightning tried to push him out of bounds, but they got a little overzealous on their efforts to push him out, and it is Ellis. So Ellis will take a seat. I think he might get. I don't know if that was a hold call. You see, Brad, what they signaled?
They called it.
Looked like a good form tackle there, didn't it? All right, in any case, Lightning will be out there with their 5. But Brookfield also with their 5. So number 9 for Brookfield. Noah Thomas still taking his penalty. Oop, I think Jarman's going to get called for getting his cross in the face mask of Click. There's a long pass and a score by Brookfield. Boy, a long pass made it through. Was almost deflected there by the Lightning, but dangerous pass, but it made its way through. And Brookfield are able to get a second goal on the board, making it 5-2. Okay, so after both teams had a player sitting out, both teams will have their... No? Okay. Yeah, both teams will have their full complement of players back now.
We'll still be down 1.
Okay, Lightning will still be down a player. Okay, must have been locked in, huh?
That was the face mask down here.
Oh, yeah. No.
Just prior to the goal.
Face-off win by Zach Adams. He'll roll it down, but a little too much mustard on it. I think it's going to get out of bounds. Brad, you want to explain what happened there with the penalty? And
Oh, we were under flag when that last goal was scored, and it was a helmet contact with the stick, so that one remains past the goal.
so Lightning are one player down right now. Good defense there by Hackbarth to affect that shot. Number 26 for Brookfield receiving a thorough beating there by two Lightning players. That was Urbanic. Brookfield will start from the X. This is number 31 for Brookfield. That's Corte Stolen. There's a shot attempt affected from behind, but there's a race for it between Hunt and Ramdomski. And Hunt got there first. Hunt's going to start the action. Tries to work around Ramdomski. Fires it up ahead, kind of get to VM, but not tall enough. McCain's backing him up, though. Gets it to Hendrickson. Hendrickson, here's some openings. There's a shot attempt. Nice save by Canoe. That was a shot attempt by Robbie Seehafer that Canoe was right on top of. Nice play from behind is Kay. Kay had to use all of his long arms to reach that one. Hendrickson looking for McCain. McCain with a quick toss. It's saved again by Canoe. Caden Canoe, the junior goalkeeper, playing well. VM walks it up to the edge of the crease. Looks for Kay for the quick catch and shoot, but that one doesn't come off cleanly. Rolls over to where Hendrickson can gather it. VM looking now. Gets it to Hendrickson. Hendrickson finds the goal. Hendrickson laces a beautiful left-hander from his side of the field. And Lightning get another one on the board. Makes it 6-2. Where are we at?
Almost halfway through this period.
So 32 for the Lightning is going to take this face-off. Not sure who is 32. Anyway, 32 is battling. And it's like Luke Adams almost had it, but now Charlie Seehafer has it. Seehafer will get it down to Hendrickson. Hendrickson lost it for a moment, but gets it back. Hendrickson dishes it over to McCain. McCain looking for a cutter. A lot of traffic in there, but Brookfield comes away with it. Long pass up ahead by the Brookfield goalie. Now battle for it at midfield. This is Ellis has it. They got to be careful they don't go off sides, and they're not, so we're good. There's a shot attempt and a score. Hendrickson with another one. It worked so well the first time he'd figure he'd do it again. Good transition there by the Lightning to win that ball at midfield, and quickly before the defense could settle, Hendrickson laces the shooting lane to get another one on the board for the Lightning.
Lightning have been doing pretty good on the long pass. Seems like they score just about every time they try that one.
Yeah, Lightning really clogging up the middle of the field on those long outlet passes. Winning the ground balls at midfield. There's a shot and a save by Hunt. Easy save for Hunt. That one was a long distance away. He saw that one clearly the whole way. Here comes Kay. Dumps it down to McCain, who's camped out there. But good recovery by Brookfield. Number 9 hustled over there. That's Nolan Thomas. Now the ball's on the far side. Up top to WIAA. Lightning catching their breath. VM will try to work around one, looking for Brown in the center of the field, but Lott quickly collapsing on him. The Brookfield, well, we've got a penalty though, and we've got a second penalty. So 26 is walking to the sideline. That's Urbanic. And he's got contact to the head, locked in. And then a 30-second, I think, a conduct foul. I think it looked like when Urbanic was walking past that referee, he must have said something.
Little something under his breath.
Yeah, maybe some, little something. He draws 30 seconds for it. So Urbanic will take a knee. And the Lightning will be up a player. So WIAA gets it down to VM. VM cross court to Hendrickson. Hendrickson was going to try for the trifecta, but loses it as he wound up. Hendrickson gets it back again, loses it though. Nice stick check from behind. That's number 15. That was Cole Hemp with a nice stick check from behind to get the ball back for Brookfield. So Brookfield takes a timeout as they get that ball back. I want to try to set this clear up. They've had a couple of clears that have not been very successful. Yeah. So Brookfield took that timeout. They'll get the ball to start here after the Bobcat timeout. Coach Liakopoulos. Coach Liakopoulos on the sideline for Brookfield wanted to really talk about this clear, as the last couple times the Bobcats have tried to clear, they haven't been successful doing so. So want to really get his team ready to try to get this on their offensive end so they get a chance here to put together a solid offensive set. So far so good. They get across the midfield stripe for the Bobcats. They get their touch. As his click gets it over to Urbanic. Defended over there by Kay. Corman on this side. Hackbarth defending the X. Now Brookfield up top. He draws two. Oh, here's a chance for Brookfield. There's a shot save. Nice save there by number 31 for the Lightning. I believe that is, that's Delvin Collum, although it's not his normal number. And now we've got a turnover. And Ellis has picked it up. We had some whistles from the other field that was certainly threw me off a little bit, but there's a long pass up ahead. Brookfield has it, still has it. Now it comes loose again. Brookfield gets it over to Click. Now to Urbanic. Back to Click. Nice play by Ellis to get in that passing lane, causing the loose ball temporarily, but Bobcats gather it back up. Bobcats making sure they have a good offensive possession. It's better than some of what we've seen. Still have the ball. Click has it on the far side, defended by Charlie Seehafer. Click directing some teammates around, clearing out this side. There's a long shot off the post. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Bobcats. Bobcats work it. Now they're near far alley. Again, that's number 12, Charlie Seehafer, putting the defense on, staying in front. Help comes from Kay. Back up top to Urbanic. Gets it over to Liakopoulos. I know I've said Liakopoulos' name 4 different ways, but I think I'm going to stick with Liakopoulos from now on. Here comes Click. Can't get around Kay. Kay moving his feet well. Trying to stay in front of Click. 30 seconds left in this quarter, according to the Lightning coaching staff. Oh, and there's an errant pass. It goes out of bounds. So good work by Brookfield to maintain possession. They just couldn't get a quality shot attempt. But did a good job holding this till nearly the end of the quarter. Lightning have a little bit of time here. We'll see if they can make something happen before the halftime. Get it to VM. VM tries one. There goes Sales well wide. But that was right at the buzzer. So that's the end of our quarter. Lightning will go to half with the lead, 7-2 over the Brookfield Bobcats. We'll take a short break here. We'll throw our sponsors up on the screen, and we'll be back after halftime concludes.
All right, we're back for the second half here. Look at Lacrosse Lightning, Brookfield Bobcats, Brookfield Bobcats. Lightning are up 7-2, and we're just getting ready for the face-off here. We're on a little bit of a quick half because our first game was delayed a little bit or prolonged, and the beginning of the second game was delayed. Face off with Brookfield recovering. Shot on goal quick, and go a couple rapid succession fires there, and There's a lot of motion going on over here with the ref. I think there were at least 2 penalties in there for a minute that were locked out each. One was a slash and one was a conduct, I think. Do you see a third penalty in there too? There was a lot of motion. A slash and a misconduct, but I thought there was. Okay, maybe that's why. Okay. So we'll get back to some action here momentarily. Some additional discussion about the Bobcat roster going on. Don't have ears on that, but they're reviewing things. Ducked under the clouds here in the Dells. It was warming up pretty well about 5 minutes ago, and that sun ducked under it. It's dropped 10 more degrees. So we got Bobcat player Click's going to start with the ball. We'll get back to play. For those of you who missed that first game, the Lightning lost to the Oregon Panthers. A little bit decidedly for a lot of penalties in the game. It was a long, drawn-out game owing to a lot of penalties and maximal use of the timeouts. But they've come back here strong against the Bobcats and winning this game 10-4 at this point. Errant pass there. A little bit of a probably was going to be called a trip, I thought, but I'm not sure they. Yeah, so it'd be a trip and turnover. So Bobcats will start with the ball, moving downfield. All right, we're back live. Bobcats are man up at this point. I'm going to do a couple penalties. And they're just moving the ball around. Don't seem to be in too much of a hurry, even though they are down 6 goals. Trying to set up a pass here, but Lightning defense has been pretty solid throughout this game. They're really putting up a wall. There's a shot on goal that's was running high, but Brandt was able to pull that down. We've got a timeout. I think Lightning called another timeout there. 3 per half. Okay, we're back on, and just after that timeout was called, just about a minute and a half, we think, in the third quarter here, and Lightning are going to start with the ball. They're still man down. So it's a whistle. We'll start play. Seehafer's moving with the ball. He gets around 3 defenders, crosses his midline, and takes out another defender with a ward, probably. So yeah, that's a ward on Seehafer, which results in a turnover. Now he just does a cross check to the head and tackles the guy and puts him down on the field. That's going to be a penalty and whistle. So, and then there's a little bit of an unsportsmanlike call on Seehafer, I believe, coming as well. So we got 3 flags on the field, a lot of carnage. And we'll see what the result of this one is. We already man down. Seehafer's going to take a knee, but he may be taking a walk. We'll see how this, what this call is. So there's a cross check to the head. Okay, did you catch those?
No,
Okay, so
they're offsetting.
we got
One had maybe
Right.
two misconducts, one on each thing.
I think so.
Yep. So we got one
Seehafer's not
one
releasable,
Bobcat sitting out. So there was an interaction between both players, and we got Seehafer out. Adams is still out. His penalties may be wrapping up, but they were at least, we think, about 4 minutes total. So we're heading into the end of the third quarter here, and Lacrosse will be effectively 1 man down, even though 2 are out. And the Bobcats are going to start with the ball. They're looking to set up. Pretty sparse, a lot of space out on the field right now with 3 players out. Passed around to the X, out to the flank. And again, not much in a hurry to get a shot off here. Bobcats are moving the ball around and really didn't get a shot off before the end of the quarter there. So we're going to take a pause for the quarter break. Just wanted to pay attention to our sponsors. We'll put up on the screen. We couldn't do this sport without them. So please review them and help support them. We'll take a break.
Okay.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter. The Bobcats are going to start with the ball. Crosse Lightning are up 10-4. Yeah, we're live. Lightning are starting off 2 men down. So 4 defenders on the field, plus the goalie. And not sure, don't have times on the penalties, but hopefully within a minute for one of them to be released. There's a shot on goal, and great save by Brandt. Ooh, a little bit of a unexpected turnover there. Brandt's trying to get back in the goal. Oh, even referee almost pulled a flag on interference and getting Brandt not being able to get back to the goal, and that defender was blocking him out. Now we're at 2 men down. CJK with the ball in the middle of the field. Tried to do a swimmer move there and lost the ball. Now we got CJ McKay passing the ball out. Lightning are able to control the ball here. Jax Henderson run around. They finally got to him. He got it back, and Lacrosse just trying to burn this penalty, and they do it. And Sean McCain puts it in the net. Lightning able to score there, being 2 men down. There's another flag down as well. Out a slash. I think that's going to be on number 3. Oh. Maybe number 2 is going to take a knee. No. Number 9. All right, so now we're again, Lacrosse Lightning remain 2 men down, or remain 2 men down. Bobcats have 1 guy out, and so we're effectively 1 man down moving forward. Face off. Going to be taken by 30 Lightning. Lightning up 11-4 at this point. We're thinking that Oliver Jarman's going to try to do this face-off with the long pole. This ought to go well. All right. So we got a new face-off front here. And Jarman puts up a fight, but Bobcat still struggling to pick up the ball. Now they got possession. Oh, Lightning 1 man down here. And somebody knocked 31 stick out of their hands. I think that was a crush tackle over there on the sideline that looked like a check that was legal. A lot of action on the field right now. Yeah. Back to goalie, another check. A lot of energy on the field right now. Teams are at each other a little bit. It's always a scores 11-4 Lightning. And we're back to all the penalties have now been released. So the field looks a little fuller after about 6 minutes of play with man down. Impressively, the Lightning extended their lead during that interval. So Jarman over there on defense. Brandt, that goal. And pass up to CJK. CJK over to Jax Henderson. Jax Henderson with a shot that was good save by the goalie on that. And now you got some more activity in front. Ball's on the ground. Bobcats recover it and move down the field. WIAA comes across to stop progress. There's a flag down, which may have been from that WIAA hit. And Bobcats moving the ball pretty good. They lose it there. They try to get a shot off here. And Brandt, again, is like a wall in the goal. So the penalty is a slash WIAA's. So he's going to... So he's going to step off. That's probably a 30-second. So Lightning will be man down here. Shot on. What a great hustle by Brandt, getting all the way back in time to get the ball closest to the out of bound line there after the shot. A great possession for Lightning is being man. This is where they've done well today against this Bobcat team. Turnover there, back to the Bobcat down the field. They got their touch. They're back in the down and not playing with a real sense of urgency, trying to get shots off here, being down 11-4. Passing, there's a shot and wide. No, maintain possession there and bring it back in. Shot on goal and it sailed over Brandt's head. And Lacrosse, the penalty is now released. Albert Jarman coming on the field. Bobcats setting up. Bobcats trying to set up here. And they do take one. It's just wide. That's good. Ball's going to stay with the Bobcats. We're even on the field. Bobcats put into play and passing around, trying to set up something. Dodge there and a shot. Brandt deflected it. And Seafer recovers the ball now, bring it back down for the Lightning. It's good to see us back on offense here. Shot there to Robbie Seafer. Seafer to Seafer combo there. Didn't fall. It didn't work out. Bobcats will take up. It was not a shot on goal. Seafer going and giving the goalie the business. And he's able to pass it up field. Good passing there by the Bobcats to get their touch across and wide open net here for number 2. It passes it and almost trickled it in. It's going to be Bobcat ball. Nice hustle by Brent getting back to the back of the field. And this time, again, Brent with the hustle. It's going to be a lightning ball. So he'll bring it up now. Pass it over to Jarrett Ellis, who's going to bring it upfield. Pass it up to WIAA. And it's going to be a turnover up. WIAA picks it up again. He's got it. Drops it. Ball's on the ground again. You got Irwin to come over and get it. He's looking for a shot pass in the middle. Seafer's got it and does it. Oh, no, not Seafer. That's WIAA again who took that shot. Good save by the goalie. A lot of action right in front of him, and he was able to pick that ball up. He passes up to center field, a little sloppy in the middle. There's a couple defenders there. Now there's a little bit of a scrum going on with Jared Ellis picking the ball up. He passed it downfield. CJK, a little bit of action on the side net. It's going to ball ended up out of bounds there off CJ. We're back in action here. Crosse Lightning with 11 goals to the Bobcats 4. CJ moving up the field with the ball again. It's got some people are hitting bodies, not going for the ball, which is okay. Got see for home control. Now it's back to the Bobcats. Yeah, penalty on the Bobcat player. Number 3 is taking a knee. Now it'll be Lightning ball. Refs being generous with having players have time to get set up. CJK will start with the ball. Passes off to the side. Jax Hendrickson. Seafer in the back at the X. Pass up to his brother Seafer, who takes a shot just over the top bar. And Seafer was back in time to get there. So be Lightning possession to retain it. They remain man up. Back out to CJ. He's been liking this shot from here. No, he's going to pass. And he passed over to Irwin around the horn. Seafer's going to pass out to McKay again. McKay's eyeing up the defender in front of him. He makes a move, makes a dodge. He's going to take another dodge, and shoots and just bounces it short. Nice defense by the goalie on that. Irwin, or somebody lost a shoe. Sean McCain back there lost a shoe. He's back up. See if we're back with the ball. Taking a pause here to get the exchange on